Welcome back to Operation Pixel with more Diablo 2!
We're heading into hell, and really the shortest act of the game, and also the most epic, but most interesting looking.
This is essentially the climax, at least until you get to the expansion content, which is all in Act 5.
Also has some of the most eerie and atmospheric music.
Yeah, this place looks kind of cool too, just because, like...
My favorite music is the Misa soundtrack.
The what soundtrack?
It's called Misa, but it's actually hell.
I was gonna say, because that sounds like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's on the soundtrack for Matt Ullman's Diablo 2 score, and he calls it Misa.
I wonder why.
It's spelled like M-E-S-A, I think.
Oh, Mesa.
Like Mesa, yeah.
That makes more sense then.
Yeah. Not sure what Mesa means. Is that like a...
It's some sort of geographical, like, formation, kind of like a plateau, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can one-handed Google on my other computer here. Bad idea. I tried this in one of the earlier episodes, I think, and it ended badly-ish. This is difficult. Let's see. Mesa is an American English term for tableland, an elevated area of land with a flat top and sides that are usually steep cliffs. So yeah, that sounds a lot like a plateau.
Yep. So we're basically on a big plateau to hell, and in case you can see, there's a lot of fiery things, and yeah, this place is actually, I mean, it's pretty interesting looking.
And I managed to somehow walk while also moving two mice at the same time and Googling something. I consider that fairly impressive.
Yeah. No, you'd be even more impressive if you give me some of that nice BO.
Oh man, I can't do that with one hand. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we're looking for two things. There's a waypoint and a Zool.
Yep. Tortured soul, we gotta free.
Well, debatable.
He's not really a tortured soul, so much as a kind of a deserter of heaven, I guess.
I suppose. I just remember his first line. Well, I don't always remember it. It's just like, I got here the other day on my single-player character, and just remember his first line. He just has such a way of saying it, so I want to keep it hidden until we get there. I don't know if you remember it.
Oh, I remember it.
Okay. Just throwing it out there.
I too did this the other day on one of my characters. My paladin.
I might keep playing this after we finished it, since we're having a good time here.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go off and we'll fight Uber Tristram, die horribly. It's not meant for two people to do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll record it too.
I mean, I might record it. I don't know if it'll be part of the show, but recording it will be easy enough. Like,
I mean, you can solo Uber Tristram if you have the right builds. Like, some characters are really good at it, like the Smiters, like with all the best gear, you know, Smiters.
Oh yeah, just like interrupting them to death.
I mean, like, we're talking like all the like legitly powerful, you know, rune-worded
Oh, I found him.
characters. This guy is kind of interesting to fight single player, but he's just kind of got a lot of HP.
He's so cold. Pretty great when he can't barely move. And you just kind of got to sit here and watch his health bar slowly diminish up here.
Yeah, most dynamic boss battle ever.
Yep. I mean, this is probably the biggest problem with Diablo 2, at least with some of these boss fights. I mean, some of the bigger bosses, like Bale later on, he teleports around and stuff to keep things interesting. But most of these guys, you can just stand here and just, like, face tank them. And then it's just a matter of time until they run out of health.
Especially when you have a little necromancer casting bone spears right into his back.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk to this guy. I don't know how well I got picked up, but it's just funny when he's like, Tyrael was a fool to have trusted me. Well, I thought he was usually standing by the way down. But apparently he was just standing out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. We gotta go find the City of the Damned first.
Oh, I thought that's where we were.
Yep. We're one more area. But we gotta find the waypoint here too if you wanna get that waypoint.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just skip it. It's up to you.
Also, I'm kind of curious now since you brought up Smiters. It sounds like it'd be kind of a fun build. Just to go around smiting everybody.
They're pretty easy to build, but they are kind of gear dependent. Like,
Yeah.
Just
Well, most
depend
melee
on,
characters are.
you know. Well, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunately like you need specific items to really like succeed in the higher difficulties. Like at least earlier on, like I mean, it's okay. I mean, of course, like anything, you'll need mana, but like I right now could use some mana.
Sure. Oh, I see what you mean. There you go.
Yeah. Got me some
We're
nice.
actually really close to the Pandemonium Fortress. I can see it from here.
Yep. We just like went through those outer steps like nothing.
Yeah, like we just went down the first staircase. It was like, oh hey, the way down.
Yep.
It normally wouldn't be that short. Oh, so if there's an... Okay, so you were saying that there's another area down here. So we actually don't need to explore the inner area of this place. We just need to go this way, probably. There should be another staircase along the edge.
Yeah, and in fact, the only other waypoint, there's only two more waypoints remaining, and one of them's in the City of the Damned. So
yeah, the River of Flame one you can't miss.
you better not miss that one.
Here we go. Cool. Alright, now we need to find the waypoint. I thought it was up in that other area.
This is probably... I love the music for this place.
If only I could hear it better. It's one of the problems Ark and I have had in a lot of these recording things. Just like... obviously it's sort of a podcasty sort of thing, so... half the point of a podcast is to talk.
Yeah.
So if we're not talking, we're sort of just botching it.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking, we're often talking over characters or plot developments or cool music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always a little bit sad to know that like we missed out on something cool just because we were talking.
Yeah.
But, it's like you can't really do both. So
I suggest that. Yeah, again, like you said, like maybe sometime like you should go check out like the soundtrack.
yeah, I definitely am planning to do that at some point.
I mean, Matt Ullman, like, I mean, like, you can't really sneeze at music he's made for Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. I mean, you listen to some of the music for, these games, like Diablo 2, it's like you listen to it and compare it to, like, some of the other games nowadays, or, like, even, like, the World of Warcraft or Blizzard games, like, it's, like, just, like, much more atmospheric, and it's just a higher quality.
It's ambience.
Yeah.
Really kind of gives some personality to these hellish worlds we're running through.
Like, I firmly believe, like, especially, like, the original Diablo, like, would not have been as successful if it wasn't for some of those soundtracks. Like, just the ambience and the atmosphere it adds.
Yeah.
It's, like, part of the success was, like, just the feel of the game and whatnot. Like, I just think that,
yeah.
The original game, of course, was going for more of a horror.
Yeah, this is almost more of like an action game.
Yeah.
And they both have their ups and downs, but...
It's a traditional evolution.
Mm-hmm. I think I
Transition.
mentioned this before, too. And if I didn't, I meant to. But, when I was doing some Diablo 1 single player, I was kind of surprised just to find out, like, how different the experience was. Like... Because when you're going through that game with a friend, it's like, you have someone you can count on, and someone, like, who can help you get out of a jam, or help you camp a doorway, in a lot of circumstances. But, you know, it's just like when you're playing it solo, you're just all alone there, going through this place. So you have nothing else to do except to listen to the cool music and the sounds of battle occasionally.
Mm.
And like you definitely feel like a lot more like in the moment when you're playing that. Like I don't even think it would have worked if I'd played that game like if you know, like a lot of YouTube channels, right, just have like a solo player playing the game.
Right.
I don't think that would have even had the same experience because they'd still be talking over it. And just like playing that game in silence, I think is probably one of its strong points.
Oh yeah.
Just being there alone in the dark.
It's nothing but your experience of the game.
Mm-hmm. But like that's the thing though, is like even then, if I thought about it, like even if you did play the game by yourself, like quietly, and do that for like a YouTube show thing, I still think you'd be missing out on the experience just because like you're not the one who's kind of like suffering from that kind of paranoia, or what do you want to call it? I don't think it's quite paranoia.
It's almost like a anxiety or nervousness.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Like you just kind of feel it. And I don't think you could get that just watching someone's playthrough. Also, I feel like watching a silent playthrough would be kind of dull.
Yeah. No, it's definitely more about playing. I don't think anybody like enjoys watching like Diablo players play Diablo. Like, I mean, it might be enough to get you interested to want to play the game, but
Yeah.
I think again, like every person I know that like has been interested in the game is like got addicted to it pretty quickly, and it's not very fun to just watch someone play. You want to play.
Yeah. I feel like that's the main thing with most games, right? It's like they're usually, generally speaking, more fun to play than they are to watch. Which is why, again, I think Ark and I have probably mentioned this. One of the main things we wanted to do was sort of like just podcast. And so the games are almost more like a backdrop or a something to talk about.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it just gives us a direction and a purpose, rather than being like, you know, the primary reason to watch the series.
Oh yeah.
That's at least been our perspective on it.
I guess it's kind of like, I mean, maybe for this particular episode, maybe we've been too on task.
Yeah, well,
we should be talking more about random stuff.
Talking about random stuff is fun and fine, but you know, sometimes these conversations about technical reasons and personal ideologies are fun too.
Yeah. I guess it just comes to show you, like, you know, the fact that this game hasn't lost our interest. I guess really, like, if you're podcasting, you're doing an episode, and you're doing a game or whatever, and like, if you're like more interested in the conversation than the game, like, it's one thing, but like if it's hard not to keep involved with the game that you're playing, and just comes to show you, like, you know, what kind of game it is.
Yeah, like for something like Diablo 2, it really helps the fact that, like, first of all, we've just made a great pair here of characters, and like, so we can just basically plow through this crap like, yeah, whatever, we know what we're doing. If we were unfamiliar with the game at all, we'd probably be stuck here. We need to find the freaking... Oh, there's the waypoint.
Yep, we found little stairs down to hell. I think this is technically the point where you go past that barrier, and it's like, now you are in hell.
Yeah, this is definitely hell here. I was saying something and I forgot what it was already.
Something about our characters being really good and not having to care.
Oh, right. If we were unfamiliar with this game, we definitely have to talk more about the game than we are right now. I mean, right now we're basically just autopiloting, well, just killing everything in our way.
Yep.
Because we know what we're doing.
Yep. You should pass along some BO.
Oh, I should. But you know what? I think I'm going to pass it on next time on Operation Pixel.